GitHub Copilot is the industry standard. But for production-grade architecture, it's failing. Most of us use it as a fancy autocomplete, a snippet generator. But when you're building a complex feature, autocomplete isn't enough. You need context. You need a tool that understands the entire project, not just the file you have open. I'm a senior engineer, and I've spent the last few months obsessing over AI-first workflows. To settle the debate, I did something extreme. I built the exact same production feature twice. Once using the Copilot workflow we all know, and once using Cursor. The results weren't even close. In this video, I'm breaking down the head-to-head benchmark. I'll show you why the standard way is now the slow way, and how shifting to an AI-native IDE actually changes how you think about code. By the end, you'll know exactly which tool to use to stop fighting your IDE and start shipping production code faster. Here's the reality. Most of us are using Copilot as a glorified autocomplete. You hit Tab. It looks right. You move on. But then you run the build. And everything breaks. Why? Because Copilot is great at snippets, but it's blind to your architecture. It doesn't know that your auth provider changed 3 files ago. It doesn't realize the API schema shifted in a completely different directory. You end up in this frustrating loop. AI suggests code, you paste it, you debug it for 20 minutes, and you realize you could have written it faster from scratch. We've been told this is the modern workflow. But if you're manually copying context, jumping between files, and praying the AI remembers your naming conventions, you're not actually being productive. You're just managing a very fast, very confident intern who doesn't actually know how your app works. This isn't just a tool gap. It's a paradigm shift. While the industry sticks to the plug-in mentality, you're losing hours to context switching and hallucinated imports. You aren't coding, you're babysitting a LLM. Here is the hard truth: Copilot is a glorified autocomplete. It's designed to help you finish a line of code, not to architect a system. The problem isn't the LLM. It's the interface. Copilot is a plugin living inside your editor. Cursor * is the editor. That distinction changes everything. To prove it, I ran a head-to-head benchmark. The task: implement a multi-tenant RBAC, role-based access control, system with dynamic permission checks. Production grade. No shortcuts. First, the industry standard, GitHub Copilot. The workflow is fragmented. I prompt for a service. It gives me a snippet. I paste it. Then I realize it missed the database schema, defined in a completely different directory. Now I'm playing context courier. I go to the schema file, copy the code, paste it into the chat, and ask for a fix. This is what I call the context tax. You spend 40% of your time feeding the AI the information it should already have. You aren't coding, you're managing a clipboard. Now let's look at Cursor. Cursor doesn't just see the file you're in. It indexes your entire project locally. I used the @codebase symbol. I didn't copy-paste a single line of existing code. I told Cursor, implement the RBAC system based on the existing user schema and the auth middleware. Because it has a map of the entire repository, it didn't guess. It knew exactly where the types were. It knew the naming conventions of the middleware. It didn't just give me a snippet. It generated the service, the controller, and the migration file simultaneously. Let's be clear, both tools can use GPT-4o or Claude 3.5. The intelligence is the same. The asterisk delivery asterisk is different. Copilot sees a window of text. Cursor sees your architecture. In the Copilot run, I spent 2 hours fighting context drift and fixing hallucinations caused by missing information. In Cursor, the feature was production-ready in 20 minutes. For a mid to senior dev, the bottleneck isn't typing speed. It's cognitive load. Copilot increases that load by making you the bridge between files. Cursor removes the bridge. This is the shift from AI-assisted to AI-first development. Let's look at the raw data. Copilot took 4 hours. Cursor took 90 minutes. The difference isn't typing speed. It's context. Copilot is a world-class autocomplete. But Cursor is a code-base architect. It didn't just write snippets, it understood my entire dependency graph. If you're ready to stop babysitting your AI and actually ship faster, I've linked everything in the description. You'll find the best deals for Cursor, Copilot, and Tabnine right there. Using those links is the best way to support this channel, so I can keep benchmarking these tools for you. Stop fighting your IDE. Start leveraging your codebase. If this shifted your perspective on AI workflows, hit subscribe. Now, I want to hear from you. Are you sticking with the industry standard, or are you making the jump to an AI-first IDE? Let me know in the comments.